Hello everyone, welcome to Mostly Medicos. So, we were talking about Sir Gregor John Mendel and his experiments on garden pea plant. Let us understand why he chose it. Firstly, garden pea plant is an annual plant. Second, presence of many contrasting traits. Third, large number of offsprings can be analyzed within short period of time. Fourth, it can do self-pollination. Fifth, easy to cultivate. Last but not the least, seeds are large of this plant. Mendel investigated characters in the garden pea plant that were manifested as two opposite traits. Now, what is character? For example, when we are talking about character, it is the height of the plant or the color of the seeds. What is the trait? It describes about the plant is tall or dwarf for the character height, or the color is green or yellow for the seeds. Now, going further, we have to understand some genetic terminology for the further chapter. First, gene. Segment of DNA that is responsible for appearance of character and inheritance of character. It is also called as unit of heredity or inheritance. Now, what is heredity? Transmission of genetic character from parents to offsprings. And inheritance means process of which characters are passed from parents to offsprings. Inheritance is the basis of heredity. Second, allele. These are slightly different from the genes. Alleles are of two different types, first dominant and second recessive. Dominant allele means allele that can express itself both in homozygous and heterozygous condition. Recessive allele means allele that can express itself only in homozygous condition but not in heterozygous condition. Let us understand what is homozygous and heterozygous condition means. Homozygous means true breeding or pure plant. Presence of two similar alleles on a gene describes this. For example, if we consider the character height and the trait tall, we can write it as two capital T letters. And in heterozygous condition, presence of two dissimilar alleles of a gene describes this. We can write the same character and same trait as one capital T and one small t. As we now know about genes and alleles, let us come to genotype and phenotype. Genotype means genetic constitution of an organism for a particular character. Phenotypes means external appearance of an organism for a particular character. Phenocopy. Phenocopy means when two different genotypes develop similar phenotype under different environmental conditions, then they are called phenocopy of each other. Genome. Sum total of all the genes present in haploid number of chromosomes. For example, 23 chromosome of human equals to 1 genome. Now, NCERT tells us that Mendel studied 7 characters or 7 pair of contrasting characters in garden pea plant. After the hybridization experiment that Mendel did, he said factors or gene are stable and discrete units, but he couldn't provide any physical proof or evidence for existence of factor, which are later called as genes. Now let me tell you something interesting. Note that every gene is DNA, but every DNA is not gene. Now, why I said this, you all will gonna understand with the second chapter of genetics. Further, let us talk about why the hybridization experiment done by Mendel was not recognized by the world at that time. First, use of statistical analysis and mathematical logics were applied to problems in biology which was not acceptable. Secondly, as I earlier said, he could not provide any physical proof or the evidence for the existence of factors or could explain what they were made of. Now, that's it for the video. We will continue covering more topics of this unit in next videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I helped you in learning something new or clearing your doubts. Thank you so much. Comment down if you have any doubts in all this, or if you want notes of all this, please go and check out the Instagram